Yay! Okay, so here's we're looking at the next set of symbols now. Pillar and pillar. Shit, kind of ruined that, didn't I? B. That's kind of like a B. J. Now, technically, it was supposed to be JB from Temple of Solomon, if I understand right. It's been a while. But we got the pillars. See? BJ. This is JB, whatever. Now, this is more of an example of, is that on frame? That's in frame, thank you. Uh, pillar, 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 and very subtly, pillar here, which we do not have in here. There's no pillars. And we don't count the people as the pillars. We're looking specifically only for the pillars, or the framework to the situation. Now, is it important which cards have which? Not so much. This is not original tarot symbolism. This is not something that Itea and Djebelin discovered, or that Levi in, by the way, his name was Herman, Alphonse Levi, Eliphas Levi, he made up a name to make himself cool. Just like McGregor Mathers, there was no McGregor. He wasn't the descendant of some Scottish clan. He invented that because Louise Farr was smoking hot, and Yeats was famous and got all the women, and Pamela Coleman Smith was Louise Farr's like bestie. Um, he was a putz. You remind me to get you the names of the people who founded the Golden Dawn, and only when they died, because they were old, did he rise to the power, and then was like, I'm taking over, and I'm going to remake the Golden Dawn in my image. Am I a McGregor Mathers fan? Obviously not, because I don't like people who are full of shit and create lies to make themselves look better, to aggrandize themselves, uh, especially with metaphysics. You know, metaphysics has no place for lies. Anyway, what is that weight here? Just put in pillars. And, we have the balance, we have the structure, we have the left versus right, we have, the duality of nature. Remember we talked about, we haven't talked about this. This is great. I've talked about this with other people. I will take a moment here, look at our pillars, and we have art sock. Don't worry, it's clean. Well, clean now, but it was clean. It's a dirty sock. Yeah, right. Okay. The socks are really great because they really do the job. Okay, we are bilateral symmetry. Hello. You split us down the middle. Please don't. On the left, we are the same as we are on the right. Eyeball, eyeball, arm, arm, leg, leg, foot, eyelashes, nostril, nostril. That's called bilateral symmetry. Bilateral. Same on each side. Not that you don't know this, but there's a reason for this. Now, because we have a bilateral symmetry, we like duality. Duality. Left versus right. Up versus down. Good versus evil. Black versus white, with various shades of gray. Male, female, day, night. I think you get the idea. Now, let's just pretend that we weren't the dominant life force on the planet. Humor me for a moment, please. Let's say the dominant life force on the planet was... If you said a tree, you're absolutely right. A jellyfish. Let's make it a happy jellyfish. Hello. I'm kind of like over here, but that's my thing. Or, let's say it was a sea anemone. Bring, 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 bring. It's like a porcupine of the sea. It's got all these things. But it goes out in all different directions. Or, if you prefer, let's say that the dominant life force was a sock. That, art sock. Starfish. not a Satanistic starfish, but a, look, star. Carl's Jr. starfish, you know, the happy star. Yay! Now, this is what we call radial symmetry. Jellyfish, starfish, sea anemone. Here's a jellyfish from the top. It's a circle. Portuguese man of war. If I was going to do a Portuguese man of war, I have to add more. These are, you know, the tentacles that go out. I have to add more color because they're very colorful. I actually saw one once, like really up close. I thought, wow, is that a plastic bag? I should go check it out. Fortunately, I got out of the way. So, radial, as in grows out in all different directions. Let's say the dominant life force was a radial. Alright, now instead of our black and white shades of gray, up, down, good versus evil, dualistic psychology. So over here we have dualistic. 1 versus 0. That's very binary. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. That means basically something's on or it's off. And on is obviously male because men are superior. Just ask anybody in our patriarchal civilization. And then we have female. Now, let's try something just a little bit more enlightened. Let's try a radial symmetry. Now, we still have our black and white. Okay, here's black. Ooh, evil. And here's white, you know, because it's white. It says, yay, good. I almost wrote yay. Angelic. You know what? Screw it. Yay! There you go. There's a Y in there somewhere. So, the closer we get to here, the darker everything is. The closer we get to here, the lighter everything is. So we still have our black to white scale. You know, white here, black's here. That's our, can you see that? Yeah, okay. Move that over. That's our dualism. You know, black is bad, white is good. This is not at all anything to do with people. I'm talking about basic colors. Get your mind out of the gutter. But if we have red, I don't have any yellow, so I'm just going to have to pretend. Green, yellow, blue, whatever. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a black. We've got a much more complex. I do have the yellow. I got those. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make you wait. See, these are really cool. They're like neon. You don't know if you see them. Okay. I don't even know if this is right. Yellow, put that over here. Put this pink color or whatever over there. And put this orange color over here. The point is, instead of, oh, that's a nice color. Instead of simple black versus white, you know, I hate it when people say everything's black and white or everything's not black and white because there's various shades of gray. That's caveman thinking. I mean, come on. We're supposed to be the dominant life force on the planet, and that's the best we can come up with. Now, prepare to have your mind blown, hopefully. You're being rather blue today. Let's just assign a value to blue. Okay, blue's depressed, right? Okay, you're melancholy, but you know, you're feeling good. Or depression, you know, the closer you get to here, the more dark, the more evil, the more negative the emotion. Green, you could be happy for someone else's success, or you could be dark green, which is envious in this case. You could be yellow, which is sunshiny because you're a happy person and you do well. Or you could be like a blackish yellow, which if you mix yellow and black, I don't know what color they make, but I'm sure it's not very pretty. And I don't mean like, you know, bumblebee, like black and yellow, you know, that's pretty. This is like the actual mixture of black and yellow. You can be very happy because you just, you know, stole somebody's money. Red, you can be a real jerk, but you can be a righteous jerk. You know, I'm righteous against evil because I'm angry, but I'm angry against bad people. That makes me good. That's a righteous anger. Or you could be over here, like the brick red, that says I'm angry because I'm a tyrant. And the point being is that whatever emotion you feel is countered, or is not countered, is questioned or qualified. I'll find the word eventually. Between a positive or angelic or productive or harmonious to society intent, or the intent is selfish and evil. So instead of our on-off mentality, which is simply good versus evil, there's nothing in between, now we understand why people do what they do. We now understand why situations come about the way they do. This is not something I really explained before outside of very small circles, and it's actually the first time I actually tried to illustrate it here on video. So you'll probably have to decipher what I meant. Hopefully, for some of you philosophy majors, if there's any among you, you'll appreciate that. I hope so. Okay, back with more in a moment.